Welcome. I'm Susan Roberti, and let's talk tail waggers. I have Washington Area Humane Society today. Joey's here. She's got the most beautiful smile and the sweetest eyes that you could ever want to look into. And I know that she wins over all the kids down, or dogs and cats down at Humane Society. But before we get started, I want to say thank you to my cameraman. Thank you, Frank. You know, BPTV's all volunteers, and you are more than welcome to come and visit. If you would like to do a show, learn how to do camera work, or just come up and visit with us, believe me, you would be very welcome. So I think now it's time to say hi, Joey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So what's going on down there?
We have all kinds of things going on. We're getting ready for, summertime. Lots of fun events and stuff going on. We have a Easter egg hunt for dogs and cats, and that's March 16th. And yeah, so the kids are in the morning at 10 a.m., and then the dogs are in the afternoon at 2.
What a wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So
like that.
And it's $5 to do the hunt, and then we'll also have an Easter bunny there who's going to do pictures and stuff with the dogs and the kids.
That's a wonderful idea. I'm liking that.
Yeah, so the whole family's involved with that.
How happy.
So, yeah. So we're excited about that. Lots of things. I brought Stella with me today.
She brought a kitty cat today.
I brought kitty Stella. Come here, pretty girl. You can come out.
There her comes.
She's a big girl.
Yeah, for sure. There she is.
She's a happy cat.
Ta-da! Hi, baby girl. Don't be afraid. Her purring.
Yeah, she's purring. If you cannot hear that.
She is purring.
She's 6 years old. She's one of our big girls, but she's
What
so
a
loving.
lover.
And she would do this all day if you let her.
Aww.
She'd snuggle.
Yeah, they shed because they're scared.
Yeah.
So.
But she came in, her family was moving, and they couldn't take her with her.
Well, that was nice.
So, yeah.
They just didn't leave her out.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
I have a friend that just found a beautiful kitty. Oh, he is absolutely stunning. He's orange striped. But then on his tail, on here, it goes up and down. And then on his back, it goes around. And then his tail gets real dark colors.
Oh.
He's the most unusual thing I've ever seen in my life. And she found him behind her business, where her shop is. And she coaxed him in the pouring down rain and went out, and then he'd run to one side of the building, and she'd run around and put the food there, and he'd run back. And that's Kathleen's Collections on West Library Road. She is a kitty cat lover.
Good. Well, it's a good thing she could catch him, because a lot of the time.
She finally did after days and days. And then he went under the car, and she'd stay after work and leave the door open and talk to him and stuff, and leave a salmon or tuna fish and keep bringing it closer. And she finally got him to come into the shop, and now she's just loving him to pieces. Yeah,
Good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we've these past couple months have been all about our cats. So our cat adoptions in February were only $14, and that includes everything that you would get with a normal cat adoption. The cat is spayed, neutered, up to date on all their shots.
And for $14?
Yeah, for $14, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're really trying to find our cats some homes. They were, we've had some who've been here for way too long, so we want to get them into homes. And, the important thing is that they
what about
find a
March?
good place. March, they're going to be $17 to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So whole month of March, all our cats are $17. And again, that includes, they're up to date on all their shots. They're spayed and neutered. And they're also microchipped. So if you ever lose them, they have the little microchip right back here.
Joey.
So, so come get a cat, because we have lots, all ages, shapes, sizes.
If you have one or two, then there's always room for more.
Oh, yeah.
That's with me.
Absolutely.
I get in trouble.
I have 2 myself, and I love them to death. And
so what else is going on down here?
Not much. We're taking in. I'm gonna put Stella back. She's
Good.
getting.
She gets upset.
Yeah,
She's not getting upset with her claws or anything. She's turning around and looking at us.
She's got hairballs everywhere.
Yeah, she's turning around looking at us like,
You pretty
well,
girl.
she's a good girl. You stay there now.
Speaking of cats, still we're taking cat surgeries again. For a while, we had to take a break from taking in any outside cats for our clinic and our spay and neuter surgeries, but those are open again. So and it's very low cost to get your cats and dogs fixed at our shelter. It's
Yeah, do you still have that $30?
There's a membership fee for the clinic. Yeah, and that's for rabies shots, distemper vaccinations, feline, all your feline vaccinations.
You pay that one time $30.
You pay the $30 is the membership fee, and then you basically are, whenever you come in.
That's yearly.
Yearly, yeah, per pet. And then whenever you come in, you're just paying really the cost of the shot. It's minimal. Rabies are $8 at our shelter. I took my dog to my vet to get a rabies, and I think I paid $26.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay the fee to sit there, to see the vet tech, and to get the rabies shot and all that stuff. So it's really minimal cost.
Yeah,
And it's important to us. We want to make sure that all the pets out there are up to date on their vaccines and they're spayed and neutered.
Then you could go down and see another kitty cat.
Yeah, that's always, you always get the wandering eye.
I don't know if we could turn her to the camera. I don't want her to jump away. Can you see?
I don't think she's going anywhere.
She's just laying in there being as pitiful as she can be looking. Oh, turn around and look the other way now. There. Can you look that way? Keep your handy there so she's going to escape.
You're good, Sheila.
Okay, that was good. I just wanted everybody to see how good she is.
Yeah, she's doing good in there.
Oh, there you go. She's a dear. She is sweet thing.
She's a sweetheart, and we have so many amazing cats right now at the shelter. It's just unbelievable. I mean, how they end up with us and why they're there.
She gives you that look.
I know. She's like, take me home. I'll snuggle with you. We can watch TV all night together. Yeah, she just wants a place to live, and that's what I mean. There's just so many. We have about 60 cats up for adoption.
Well, it's getting to be time for spring, which means kitty season.
Which means kitten season, yes.
And oh boy.
Yeah.
Last year, I think you got, over 80 kittens last year?
Oh, if not more. We had, in our care, we had over 200 cats. I mean, well over 200 cats in our care. Yeah. Wow. So that's because, they're not spayed and neutered. And strays come in with their litters of cats because the tomcat has, made his rounds around the neighborhood, and now all these little poor girls are pregnant because of it.
And I think I've talked about this 100 times over my years about how hard it is for a mommy kitty to be outside and have her babies.
Yeah.
Because she has to nurse them, and she has to protect them.
Yep.
She has to find a safe place for them. She has to go out and kill, and eat it and bring it so she can get milk to come back. And this is all, people think that this is just so very, very easy.
Right.
Now, if you're a barn cat, if if it was born there, you have a barn cat, and it has a nice stalls and all that kind of.
Someone's giving it food.
Yeah, exactly. But when you have these mommy kitties that are out and about, and people say they don't like cats because they're sneaky, which I have talked about many times on this show, and they're not. The males, they have to, if they're out and about and don't have a home, they have to do the thing they have to do.
Right.
And that's, to kill birds or mice or whatever. And the mommy kitties, they have to be so very, very quiet because they have to catch that, prey, so that they can eat it, and they're not being sneaky. They're just simply trying to be quiet so that they can catch their food, eat, and go back and nurse their babies.
Right.
And it just breaks my heart.
Yeah, and it's not even strays. I mean, we obviously emphasize the fact that, if you have a stray at your house, then first of all, if you're feeding a cat or a dog stray for 48 hours, then they're your property.
Yep.
So you are responsible for that cat after 48 hours or that dog after 48 hours.
Yeah. That's their home.
Yeah, and so we obviously want to encourage that the stray cats get spayed and neutered when possible, but also your own cats and dogs. You know, I hear all the time, oh, well, my cat's an indoor cat, so, you know, she doesn't need to get fixed. Or my dog stays inside all the time. Well, all it takes is one time for your dog to get out. And whenever, especially males, whenever they're not fixed, their main goal is to go out and reproduce. That's what they want to do. They want to populate
the male
everywhere.
kitty cats make these noises and cries to get out. And then the little girls, we had one when I was a little girl here in Bethel, and her name was Bridget. And my mom and dad got for me when I was little for Christmas. And as she grew, and she would sit on the window in the front, and she would just scream. And my dad would say, if anybody lets her out, you're in trouble. Well, she'd always sneak out.
Yeah, they're going to, and I mean, there's.
Then she'd have she'd have her babies.
Right, and that's what happens. You know, it's your own cats too. They get out once, and then all of a sudden they come back, and you notice, oh, you know, my cat's a little bit bigger, and then you know, a couple weeks later, you have a litter of kittens, and you don't know what to do with them.
Well, back then there wasn't too many people living around here in the ancient times.
Yeah.
So we could always find, you know, somebody was always looking for a little
kitty.
Yeah,
but now there's so many cats and so little homes that really getting them fixed, I mean, it's such a minimal cost to you, and then you don't have to ever worry about
and you don't have to worry about the boys taking off because
your tomcats will take off,
dogs
and
cats they'll not run away, but they can smell a female for 7 miles and they get out and it's just nature. Then they go and they get lost.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes they'll make it back home. You know, we had one, Bruno, and he left, and maybe it was 3 months later, we were sitting in my mother's backyard, and it was my brother's cat, and there went Bruno. You know, my mother caught him running in the house. But he got fixed after that. But you have to get them fixed if you want to keep them so that they're going to be safe.
Right.
You know, and the little girls will go too.
Oh, they will.
You know,
they will.
A friend of mine had got a cat from the Humane Society, and his mother lived over in Dormont, and he took the kitty over, and she scratched and clawed and got out of the house over there through the screen down on the porch, you know. And when he came home from work, there were 5 male cats had her surrounded on the front porch.
I mean, they are animals. They're wild animals.
You know, they just came. He said he said I couldn't believe it when I opened up the front door, and there they all were. You know, so she got fixed right away too.
Yeah. So that's good. And there's even medical things besides, you know, from it causing litters. In which it will cause litters, and there will be. I mean, if cats can have 8 kittens,
kitty.
right, and but it can cause medical problems too. So if your cat is strictly indoors, never gets out, but it's not fixed, and you know, and dogs too, if it's continually going through heat, the more times it goes through heat and it's not reproducing, that causes medical problems as well.
Yes.
So it's really to benefit your dog and you know and cats and your environment as well, the dogs and cats in your environment, because there is health issues related with it. I mean, even unfixed males are more prone to cancers.
Yes.
And
yes, they are.
And all that stuff. So.
Yes. And it doesn't do anything to their personalities when they get.
No, that's myths.
Neutered.
Complete myths. They're not going to get fat. They're not going to. They're not. And if they have reproduced before, if you have a female who has had a litter before, she can still get fixed after she has a litter.
Yeah,
some people think that, you know, that, she already had a litter, or she's too old. And there are cases where they're too old and they won't be able to handle it. But
they're probably about 21.
Yeah, that's it all it is. They have to be fairly old. They're not, you know, 6 years old isn't too old, you know.
No. 10 years old. You know, that's what they're there for, you know, to make more kitties.
Right.
So it's just, it makes them safer, makes you comfortable, you know, knowing that you're not going to get in a situation. It's going to be that your little 9-year-old or 10-year-old is going to say, "Where's my kitty?"
Yeah.
You know, and you don't know where he's at, and only knows.
Yeah, it keeps them safe.
Yeah, it really does. It keeps them closer around home if you let them out. My kitties, now the one little female that I have, Nitsa, she was outside in a barn outside. So they brought her and like 20 other cats in, and we got her. So she'll go out on my front porch, but she doesn't go any further. She's so happy, that that's her place. But my other cats, I keep them inside. If you get them when they're real little, it's just really better to keep them in.
Right. Yeah. They're safe. Because you might trust your cat to not leave the yard, but you never know what's going to come into your yard.
Very good.
So.
Oh, never thought of that. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could say, well, they're not going to leave. They know where to go. They're not going to run away.
And then they get in a battle with a raccoon or,
Yeah, my cat went missing for 3 days, and she came back and was obviously in some kind of scuffle with a wild animal. Because she does go out and she'll hunt. She'll bring back the chipmunks and the mice and, leave the presents. Yeah, rabbits, anything she can. But she was gone for a couple of days, and we thought we would never see her again. But she came back, and since that time that she's been gone, she's had so many issues. She pulls out her hair, and so she obviously had some kind of, and she doesn't like to go outside as much. She'll just sit in the window, and she's gained weight, and so even it was just. Maybe nothing physically, but emotionally, there's definitely something that happened to her when she was gone. So she stays close to us now. She's not going anywhere.
Oh, my.
Yeah, poor girl.
So, but how many kitties do you have down there now?
We still have, up for adoption, we have about 50, I think. We still have around 100 in our care.
Wow.
So
that's foster care.
Yeah, we have some in foster. We have some who are just going through medications right now. So they're in a different part. They're not quite up for adoption yet. Okay. Some of them are just kind of in what we call our incoming building, where they're just waiting for room to come up to be ready for adoption.
Yeah, well, you're doing well finding the doggies homes.
Yeah. Our dog adoptions are good. We had, mind you, we've had a lot of puppies lately. We've had tons of puppies, and we still have some more in foster. So we have this, for some reason, it was all of a sudden we kept getting these puppies in, and more than we knew what to do with. We had some that came in that were only 5 days old. Yeah.
Not with its mama?
Not with her mom.
What happened?
No, they're all still alive, and they're all they're all big meatballs. They're huge little puppies. Yeah, they're huge.
But what didn't you find out what happened?
Someone brought them in. They were going for a walk in their neighborhood, and they heard the little mews that you'll hear from the puppies, and they found them, and they brought them in a shoebox. There were 5 of them. They were only 5 days old.
Little mixed breeds, like?
Yeah, they look like little lab mixes. Yeah, they're the sweetest little puppies. They are, I think they're around 7 weeks now, 6 or 7 weeks now. So they'll be up for adoption here soon.
Maybe the mommy got hit by a car or something.
Yeah, we're
always
not sure. Yeah, it was, from what they told us, it was a neighborhood that there's frequently stray dogs running around.
Yeah.
So it's possible even that the mom had to leave them to go find food or something, and they just happened to find the litter while the mom wasn't around them.
God.
So
got them in.
Yeah. So.
Because nothing good happens to them when they're out running around like that.
No. And we hope that they find their way to us, because we can care for them and help them.
Another friend of mine feeds the kitties up on the Industrial Boulevard here in Bethel Park. And he has 4 females now that he's really been feeding, through the very bad cold weather. Because then they disappear. Yeah. As soon as the weather gets warm, they go on their way and go do whatever. And then they come right back to him, in the fall. But we had a male, which never did we ever have before. And he showed up last week or the week before, and then he left. So I figure
'tis the season. Yeah, you're gonna have some kitty.
We're hoping that since they come every day to get the food, that the mommy will eventually they'll follow. Maybe we can snag a few of them.
Yeah.
Babies.
She'll be there too. I know if she knows where a food source is, and she's housing babies inside, will know to come to you.
We had a mommy kitty one day just walk into his shop. He has a big garage door. In the summer, she just walked right in with her babies. And just turned around, and he snatched them, and she just turned around and went out the door.
Yeah, I tell you, they're amazing creatures. I mean, they know the animal people. They'll find you, and that's the case. And
that was really something. That was a real heartbreaker. That one.
Yeah.
I tell you. So, what did you need? Anything down there, like food?
We're always in need of food. Yeah, absolutely. And always food, treats for the dogs and cats. We don't use canned food so much, So any dry food we do use. There's special cases where some of our animals might need canned food, but really it's the dry food and anything that's all brown in color and that has a protein as its first ingredient.
Yeah.
Because being in the kennel environment, our dogs and cats have really sensitive stomachs. So anything with the food dye in it, so anything that's not all brown in color has food dye, and it'll upset their stomachs.
I think they're really finding out, which I've known from my grandfather all my life, that corn is not good for the dogs. And they're like vegetable carrots,
right?
You know, to give them for treats. That's all I ever did, because that's what my grandfather did, was give the dog. He raised beagles, and that's what he used to get the weight off them from the winter, and by putting lots of carrots in their food, and that would bulk them up. But it was good for them, you know, and made their hair shiny and nice. But you just have to really.
Yeah, carrots and carrots are fine for treats.
Yes.
I mean, they're fantastic. I give my little guy carrots, and he'll eat them till he turns orange.
And they're inexpensive, and you clean and put them in the drawer.
Yeah, but definitely you don't want that to be the first thing in a food substance. You want them to have a protein for food.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean that we don't want to have corn and that kind of garbage stuff in there.
Yeah, any kind of byproduct and stuff is never good for the digestive system.
No, it isn't. And especially with your guys, because they're just so upset, you know.
It's a stressful environment. It is. It is for them. So we try to give them, you know, the best food that we can to alleviate that. And they will have stomach issues. I mean, you can tell whenever they eat something that doesn't agree with them. It's right away. And so poor guys. But yeah, any dry food that's all brown in color and first ingredient's a protein.
Good.
And that's what we suggest for people to feed their pets as well at home.
Exactly.
Anyone who adopts from us too, that's our first suggestion, is to continue their diet.
They're really getting really specific today with food. You know, compared to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it was you just got dads or you know, which I'm not saying dads is bad.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But there's definitely more options, and there's the limited ingredient foods that just have very select ingredients. And
there are dogs that break out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I groomed for all my life. And I, you know, had some ladies that I would suggest to them, you know, why don't you just try their food, you know, after thousands of dollars at the vets. And they'd look at you like you were crazy, you know, but I'd say just get something really mild and nice, you know, and with lamb in it or something.
Yeah.
And after that 2 groomings, you could see the biggest difference in their fur coming in and filling in bald spots, and their ears weren't all beat to death, and you know. And they would always say, you're the bestest, you know, and it was just the food.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, what I have to, an extra thing here. I love you. And I'm going to just ask for Shims. That's our food bank here in Bethel. And the other week, I drove past. You can't miss it. It's up on Park Avenue and South Park Road. And I saw they had a great big banner out that they need food. And I felt so bad. I just thought, oh, my goodness, what can I do, you know? And I stopped in and asked them if I could have their permission to ask everyone in Bethel or whoever sees the show if you could please remember the food banks. And Shim especially, they helped me many, many years back when I needed help. And they are kind and good people. So if you have stuff, please, even dog food or kitty food too, you know. But they would really like spaghetti sauces and peanut butters and bagged rice and cereal and canned meats and tunas, but it has to be canned. They don't need any fresh fruits or anything like that. It's all things that they can keep, you know. And really and truly, they are in dire need. And from the way things are going, it's not getting happier or getting better. So I think we're all going to have to share with everyone. And Shims is a very lovely, lovely place. So like always, I want to say thank you to everyone. And I'm always happy to say hi when I meet you out and about. Like Joey was saying, remember the Washington Area Humane Society that they need some towels.
Always.
And sheets.
Towels and blankets.
Yes, and blankets, because they do surgeries. And, you know, come in springtime now, it's going to be
lots
of everything.
Busy season.
The busy season's coming up. And if you have any time to go down and volunteer to walk a dog, it gives you a special meaning. It truly does. If you just go down and get one of those little guys out of the cage and take them, they have a lovely place to walk. It's really, really wonderful. It makes your heart feel so good. You don't feel too bad when you have to leave them there.
Yeah,
you know?
They're in good hands.
Yeah. So, like always, I want to say thank you, Jody,
thank you
for coming. I don't want to forget that.
Oh, no problem.
This little girl is the best. But I want to say thank you again. I love you. God bless. And thanks from all the tail waggers.
This is Mark 600. Watch BPTV.